You
And I'm
gonna
gonna
do
tell
that
you
from
one thing, I love
6 feet
Oliver,
away.
right? Oliver came downstairs to check about Mama. He came down there to make sure Heavenly was okay. He said, "Ooh, I got to make." He jumped out the trailer too. I ain't even lying. Oliver came out. He was gonna get that bitch off me. That's what I think. Oliver came to check on me, babies. I was like, "Ooh, Oliver."
Where is Dr. Damon? Yo, our girl Dr. Heavenly done fucked up the thing, okay? Yo, they been told Dr. Heavenly stop going live. They been told her to stop doing this. They said, Heavenly, just stop doing it, because every time you hit that red button and you get to talking and getting comfortable, it just finds its way to go wrong some sort of way. And honestly, I was not going to talk about this only because, me and Dr. Heavenly, while we do not have the same relationship we used to have, we still have a relationship where, I'll text her. She may text me. We'll do like a quick little check-in. She invited me to the Carlos King podcast that they had as one of her guests that I was not able to go to. So me and Heavenly, like, we all right. We say we ain't like how we used to be, but we ain't out here beefing. So I do want to make sure I talk about this in such a way that is still respectful of the feelings and in my view of her, but I still do want to be honest about this because a lot of people were hitting me up. And I was like, you know what? I was supposed to go live anyways today. So let's get into it. So Dr. Heavenly says most, quote, real men will have a problem with another man telling their partner to shut up. And when she mentioned real men, she said, not gay men, not bitch men, or guys that's kind of soft, but real men. I want to know what y'all thought about this in the comments. Oh my gosh, you guys are sending stuff up here. Thank you so much. This is from DN Day07. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. She says, I was in a DL relationship they say I was in a DL relationship for 6 years with a married man, wasted 6 years of my life. He lied to me and his wife. DL men are very toxic. Yes, that's why you charge him. Because if I'm gonna deal with your toxicity, at least I can wipe my tears with $1. You know what I mean? I'm so sorry that happened to you, honey. And thank you for the gift. I greatly appreciate it. What do y'all think about Dr. Heavenly in these gay comments? If you've been on social media, the girls are not happy with Heavenly. I have watched a couple vlogs. Shout out to Aaron. Shout out to Kempire. Shout out to, I saw Jerome Tramel's tweets. Shout out to Dustin. Shout out to Funky. Oh my God. But I've seen a lot of people talk about this, and people are not happy, from the community. And I think rightfully so. So let's get into it, right? So I first want to vocalize me and Heavenly's relationship, right? Before I get into this, because people do know I have had a history with Heavenly, right? I used to be her social media content creator and manager. I used to create content for her. Y'all know the story. Her YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, helping her go viral, making money on social media, making sure it looks beautiful, making sure it looks nice, giving elevated content. Y'all know me, Heavenly used to get to it. You know what I mean? Honestly, Heavenly top 3 favorite people I've ever created with, because she would a lot of times just let me do what I wanted to do in terms of how it looked. And then we would just be sitting back like, ooh, this is going viral. This is going viral. It was so much fun creating with her and learning from her and with her. So much fun. Out of all the people that I've worked with in this industry, and I've said this multiple times, out of all of the Miranda Priestleys that Andy had the opportunity to work under, Dr. Heavenly by far is hands down, and I feel this in my heart, the most influential person I've ever worked with. A lot of my lifestyle changes and choices, not only as it relates to my career, but spirituality, money, finance, relationships, just social life, everything set up, thought, like mindset, the way you move, the way you handle stuff, cheat codes, all this, Dr. Heavenly, hands down. I'm very grateful for the life, body, identity, and face the Lord gave me. But if he lined all of the people that the successful, rich, celebrity, people at the top of their game, if he lined them all up that I've worked with and been around, and he said, if you had to get a life, I would get Heavenly's life. I love Heavenly, and I'm very grateful that God placed me in her journey because I learned a lot from her, right? I'm not mad at Heavenly, and I don't look at her differently by what she said. I am very much so moved by the statement, and I really want to focus on the statement. I don't really want to too much focus on her character, because what I do know about Heavenly and what I've felt and what I feel is true is Heavenly's a very loving, caring, giving person, right? And her and I have had some of the most amazing, honest, and open conversations about LGBTQ plus issues and topics. And she's always positioned herself, while Heavenly's a little ignorant, which I think y'all noticed. She ignorant, she from Miami-Dade. She ain't had no vitamin D coming into the room. She a little ignorant. You know what I'm saying? She over 50. If you know an over 50 black woman from Miami-Dade, you already know how she get down. Y'all don't see Tia Kemp ass on the internet. Her and Dr. Heavenly probably went to the same high school at the same damn time. They ignorant. You know what I'm saying? But she always positioned herself to listen and hear and try to understand and come from a place of not looking from it from her own perspective, but from one of another, right? So in no way, shape, or form do I feel like Heavenly has some sort of like dislike for gays, right? But as we see, Heavenly does have what a lot of queer aligning folk would consider to be problematic thoughts and opinions about gay men and other things, right? And I'm trying to mince my words a little bit because I don't want to, in me trying to be truthful, I don't want to accidentally, reveal something that may not have been said before publicly. And I try to give that respect at least. Y'all know I try not to get it crunk. If it get crunk by accident, all right, my bad, I'm sorry. But foresight, I'm trying to mince my words, right? God damn, I need to turn that thing down. I was disappointed that a Black woman who has greatly benefited from the LGBTQ plus community would say that gay men are not real men. And it is not in us to innately defend women. I was very disappointed that a Black woman said that, right? I find it very troubling where heterosexual Black people who profess to be purveyors of, the progression of Black people and the protection of Black people and civil rights and fight the power, and we shall stand together and we will be better. And we got to fight for our place in this world as Black people. But you have a problem with the punks and the sissies and the trannies and the dykes. To me, it's very conflicting, because how can you champion for wanting justice for a said group of people, but because of this person's lifestyle choice, they ain't a part of that conversation? I was disappointed. I was also disappointed that, at least from what I heard from her statement, it's not in a gay man to want to defend a woman. My longest running friendship of 17 years, going on, it'll be 17 years this year. I've been knowing her since I was in high school. We met each other in high school. Jack, I ain't gonna say her name because that's my best friend I keep in the tuck. That's been my girl since I was in high school. That girl is on one of my insurance policies. She will tell you firsthand, at the thought or the mention, or even if I had the inkling that a guy she was dealing with done did something, I'm going to go clear it. I am a son of a mother. I got sisters, cousins, female cousins, aunties, friends who have loved on me. And it's not in me to want to protect them. It's not in gay men to innately want to protect, because we gay, is not in us to say, hey, don't do that. Like, and I ain't trying to be funny because we just talking about it. Let's talk about it. You know what I mean? like when the season 10, whichever reunion I was up there, when Contessa looked like she was finna get on heavily in that thing, and I got up like she told whoever she was in the review. I got up immediately. I wasn't gonna fight Contessa, you know, because me and Contessa also have a relationship, but I also wasn't finna let Heavenly get her ass whooped, or you know, or whatever. Something happens. You
And I'm
finna
gonna
do
tell
that
you
from
one thing I love
6 feet
Oliver,
away.
right? Oliver came downstairs to check about mama. He came down there to make sure Heavenly was okay. He said, "Ooh, I got to make." He jumped out the trailer too. I ain't even lying. Oliver came out. He was gonna get that bitch off me. That's what I think. Oliver came to check on me, babies. I was like, "Ooh, Oliver."
Where is Dr. Damon?
I immediately, innately got up. When they went outside, I immediately and innately got up and went outside to make sure that she was okay, that nothing happened to her. A gay man. To make sure nothing happened to her. In my brain, Dr. Damon always see this black boy with his wife. In what world could I ever let something happen to his wife? Or at least let it be said, I at least tried to protect her, you know, I at least tried to do something. That is crazy. Black gay men, because we're talking about the conversation of black right now, but a lot of gay men are the backbone for their female friends, their female relatives, because there is an absence of a man or a lack thereof. So us as brothers, godparents, uncles step in and fill in that gap to make sure that not only their friends' best interests are protected, but those associated and affected by her are as well. Innately. It's very toxic. And I hate to use this word when it comes to this conversation because it's Dr. Heavenly. And I think she's one of the smartest people I've ever met. But it's ignorant to take someone's their sexual orientation and how they present in the world and relate that to who they are as a person innately. Dangerous. It's so dangerous. I was saddened that an educated Black successful businesswoman who professes to be for the community calls members of that said group bitches. Y'all know Heavenly is down with the girls. You know what I'm saying? She's been around us. We've worked with her. We've collaborated with her. You know what I'm saying? And there are a lot of women like this. There are a lot of women like this. And again, I'm trying to take this off of Heavenly and just open it up to a broader conversation because what has happened here happens a lot. There are a lot of women and a lot of successful Black women, we know famous women who benefit from the community, are friends with members of the community, work with members from the community, work for members of the community. In this situation, bravo, Andy. But they say things like this that doesn't sit well, that really comes off as homophobic. Bitches? We in the month of February, Black History Month. Was Baynard Rustin the Black gay man a bitch when he was behind the scenes advising all of the top civil rights leaders on their job and their mission, as well as being the most integral part in organizing the Million Man March in 1963 that played a very vital role in Black people getting and benefiting from the Civil Rights Act being passed in 1964. Was Baynard Rustin a bitch? Was he not a real man? My Black women that think like this. A Black man who happened to be gay got up and effected change that benefits us all still to this day. We're still a part of this community. We're still a part of the culture. We still Black. Was he a bitch? Are all the gay men and punks, sissies, queers, trannies, are they bitches, you know, when they're doing your hair? Maybe. When they styling you, making sure you look pretty. When they teaching your kids. When they doing your taxes. When they your lawyers. They bitches. I was hurt also that my character as a person automatically gets deemed subpar or lack thereof because of, again, who I choose to love and how I choose to present. So automatically it is assumed because I am a softer guy or I'm a feminine guy or I'm not the most macho guy that I'm not going to stand up for what is right or what I feel like is right or protect somebody, or I'm going to shy away. The punks fight. Y'all know this. The punks scrap. If you in a battle, you want to get a punk. You want to get a gay man. Because gay men whoop ass. You know what I'm saying? You want, yeah. Back to being serious. Why is it that my character, my integrity, who I am as a person, is called into question because of who I am? And I see it often. You know, I'm on Facebook a lot. I've been going viral on Facebook a lot, you know, for like the last couple months. A lot of the content is for how I just live my life as a Black gay man, you know, people just commenting and stuff like that. And it's not white people in the comments. It's not white people in the comments. And this doesn't apply to all Black women, because Black women, the ones that get it, the ones that love us and support us, thank you. I appreciate it. Everybody appreciates it. But the main people that's in the comments doing the absolute negative, nasty most, and you can go and look, are Black women. The men being the two, but it'd be Black women going in saying some of the most crazy and most toxic comments. It's like, how did you deduce all of this just because I'm gay? Like, what? It is extremely hurtful that me as a person can't be viewed and respected and recognized because of what I look like. That's why I'm always confused on Black people who profess the community and champion for the Black people cannot like the punks, the sissies, the trannies, and the dykes, because it's like, what y'all fighting for is y'all doing to us. We Christians, right? The Bible say, treat people how you want to be treated. The golden rule. Do unto others as you have. We Christian, right? Bible study. Praise the Lord. Treat others how you want to be treated. Somebody said you've been waiting on this moment. Oh, no, you know what? Maybe not with Heavenly, because I love Heavenly, you know, and I don't want no smoke with nobody. It's really honestly been, I think, just from the comments on Facebook. Y'all follow me on Facebook. If you're not watching us on Facebook, and just go through the comments of like my videos that have a lot of views and just read them. So I did feel like in this moment with the community having this conversation, I did want to chime in. I did. Not necessarily because it's Heavenly. It sucks because it's Heavenly. Like, I probably would be going in a whole lot more if it was not Heavenly, but fuck it. And that's what you say, fuck it. I don't think, to wrap this up, I don't think like Dr. Heavenly's a bad person. And I don't think, well, I don't know. I ain't gonna say I don't know if she should be canceled. I don't know. You know, because I do feel like in her talking about the real men thing, it felt like she kind of went out of her way to make that gay comment when she easily could have said the sentence real men and kept on going, you know, but she paused and took the time to define what she believed to be a real man is. And so I think it is okay for those in the world watching to adjust if they feel necessary, right? I don't look at the lady like she's a bad person, or this statement is indicative of her entire character. For me, and it's just maybe My Little Pony, Heavenly just reminds me of a lot of older Black women that I know in South Florida that's just ignorant. They're just ignorant. They grew up in the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, whenever. They are stuck in a way. They are comfortable with the way of living, with the way of looking at the world. They are okay with it, and they don't mean no harm, but this is just how they view the world. I'm from Broward County. Punks, faggots, dykes, sissies, hoes, bitches, niggas. Everybody get it down there. So, that type of rhetoric don't bother me, like shit. And honestly, I don't really care about nobody hating my customer and what they think about me. You know what I'm saying? Black women, I love you down, but in the grand scheme of things, I don't give a fuck what you think, honestly, shit, because I know what my life is and what it ain't. I do think Heavenly did let her slip show a little bit, but I just don't agree with the idea she is this negative, nasty person who's just anti-gay and homophobic. I do not believe that. I don't feel that. That's not what I believe is true. I think this is just a great learning lesson for her, whether she chooses to amend her feelings and, hear the cries of the community she's caused, and it causes her to shift and change and all that. Maybe that'd be great, or maybe to just make her choose her words wisely going forward. Because again, if this is what she believes, if this is what these women believe, let them believe it. Fuck it. We can't change it. It's gonna happen. We got to deal with it. So if this is what she believed, this is what she believed. But maybe she may change her tone moving forward, because the punk's gonna wake up. I don't know why people don't understand this. The punk's gonna get up. The Jews and the punks gonna rise each and every time. Say one in a gay Jew, oh bitch, it's done for you. You saw they snatched Nick Cannon shit. Viacom snatched that shit quick. All gay Jewish punks over there, bitch. Bitch, you're not gonna do that. Heavenly fucked up the thing. I hope, but I don't want to see her like lose shit over this. I just What do y'all think about this? Is Heavenly finally gonna get off live? Heavenly got to get off live. Heavenly got to get off live. When I saw Funky didn't even post that picture, and he was like, "This is why I don't be fooling up with fish," I said, "Oh Lord, this is going into a place. This is going into a place. No." My Black women, for those who feel like Dr. Heavenly, I just welcome you to maybe one day reevaluate what it means to be a real man, because a lot of these real men I see are trash. Not all of them, but a lot of them, right? Because a lot of y'all go through this shit, talk to y'all crazy. We seen it on the show. We're gonna get to that. Talk to y'all crazy, impregnate y'all, leave y'all with children. Unfortunately, in a lot of cases, abuse mentally, physically, other stuff. Don't take care of their kids. Dump their baggage on y'all. Don't take care of their responsibilities. Make excuses. But just because they straight and you can sit on their dick and make it spit, that make them a real man. For me, a real man is how he treats other people. How he carries himself. How he takes care of his responsibilities. What responsibilities he assumes. How does he treat his mother, his sisters, their children? What is he doing for the community and with the community? What are his principles and his values? I feel like that is what defines a real man. And no tea, no shade, bitch. A big nigga, bitch. I'll fight a big nigga too. What? Before I go to the next thing, bitch, I used to my first DL relationship. I didn't talk about him a lot. The same one I was talking about earlier, the man who used to take care of me when I was in college. That nigga was 6'5", and I was swinging on that nigga, jumping, running and popping him like, girl. Just because you see this don't mean, bitch, I ain't finna get with you. If I ever get into it with a woman, my go-to line is tell your nigga come here. Just you, baby, you be quiet. Tell him come here. Because the stress pressure I feel right now, I don't want to give it to you. Where your nigga at? Let's get off this. I love Helmy. Shout out to Helmy though.